What's going on, everybody? What's going on today? Taco Tuesday. Y'all know what time it is. It's your boy, Mr. Smackington, man, coming to you today with the Smackington Report. Not only that, it's a special day because I have a special guest on with me today. Special analyst, special capper, my boy from the land himself, all right, Cook, a.k.a. the chef, all right. What's happening, chef?
How's it going? How's it going? Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
You already know. I salute to the real ones. Yeah, just a little background on my boy. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing this thing for a little minute. He's a killer when it comes to this MLB. So I know he has some things in store for you guys today. Not only that, we also did a group lay this morning. We put together a little 4-pick for you guys. I hope y'all enjoy that as well. But I know my man Cook has some plays for y'all. I know he got a lay for y'all, and he has one pick for y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the floor on over to you, Cook. Talk to the people, let them know how to get this money.
Yes, sir. Thank you again for having me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, because I want everybody to get money. No, but my first pick, my first game, I want to give my little one pick out. I actually took the Cubs and the San Francisco Giants game under. I took the game under. I really believe in these starting pitchers right here. Still has been kind of rocky since he's came back, but Webb's been pretty good. He's rarely gives up home runs. And the Cubs are a home run team, and they also like to strike out a lot. And Webb definitely gets some strikeouts, along with Steele. Steele's going to get some strikeouts as well versus the Giants. Was a really big fan of the Giants. I really do like them, but without one of their best weapons available, he's been out for a little bit. So I'm really banking on the Cubs to keep the game under, and I know Webb's going to do his job. The under is at 9.5. I moved it down a point to 8.5. I really believe in these two starting pitchers. Like I said, he has been kind of rocky coming off of his injury since he came back, but I believe in him, and I really see this going under. I really wanted to test the waters and bring it even lower, but first time on the show, I definitely wanted to give a solid winner. This is a solid winner. Winner, chicken dinner from the chef, I'm telling you. All right, that's right.
And that's plus money, people. That's plus money, people. You know how we plus money.
Yes. Like I said, I dropped it down. It's really going to be a very good game. So, yeah, I really believe in this under right here. I'm really not a man and a fan of over and unders. So if I'm giving it, I believe it. All right.
What time that start? You happen to know?
Yes, I apologize, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. That game starts at 8:05. 8:05. That game starts Eastern time, and the first pitch will be off at Wrigley Field at 8:05 today. 8:05 this evening.
All right. There we go. We got that one. So y'all hearing, people? The under 8.5. It was at 9.5, but he loves it so much he's taking it down a whole run. You're not gonna get.
Yes. This is a game where both of these teams, the bullpens and their pitcher stats, have kind of both been beat up a little bit. So they're definitely looking for their pitchers to last until the end. I'm talking about 6th, 7th inning. Definitely for the Giants, and the Cubs are one to push their starting pitchers to the brink. So I'm looking for Steele to go 7 innings as well.
I love it.
It'll be pretty good.
I love it. What else you got for him today, Cook?
Okay, all right. Now I want to break it down and go to my 4-pick lay. I kind of been looking for this one. Was looking for these games for a while too, man. Been looking for these games. My first game is Cincinnati. I got Cincinnati on the money line today, and they're going against Pittsburgh. Now, this is a rival game, divisional game. So this is going to be a good one. Both of the teams are used to these pitchers, but Cincinnati is slowly starting to get a couple of their players back. They are a very young team, the youngest team in the MLB right now, but they have a lot of power, a lot of speed, and a lot of and a lot of good bats, honestly. Once they get going, they get going. Like I said, they're starting to get a lot of people back. A lot of people didn't know that they had a lot of injuries going on so far this year, but they're getting a lot of them back. And Pittsburgh is pretty solid as well. But I think right now, the way that it's going and how they've been matching up lately, I think it's time for Cincinnati to go ahead and pick back up. Yesterday they ended up losing, but they lost to the rookie phenom, who's right now undefeated. So and they really did pretty good versus him, and he's hands down been their best pitcher. So I'm really liking the Reds today. I'm really liking the Reds. I think I wanted to go with the run line, but we're going to keep it nice and sweet and easy, and just go ahead and take this easy money and take the money. That's what you want.
Reds on the money.
Yes, that game starts at 6:40.
6:40.
6:40 p.m. Yes. And then next on my parlay, I love the Guardians. Yes, I do. This is going to be a pretty good one too, as well, man. Usually when the Guardians play any AL West team, they're really pretty good games. I mean, a lot of times, if you really kind of pay attention to it, it really be some pretty good pitching going on in between these games. But the one thing that you pay attention so far this year, the Guardians has had some nice looking bats. I'm not sure how many people paid attention to the Guardians, but
I love that.
Right now, Jose Ramirez, he's coming back into the lineup. He just had a newborn. Matter of fact, a couple of the Guardians in these past month, we added a couple newborns to the team. So that sparks up our spirit a little bit more, and I really believe that it gets our bats going even better. Also, we are leading the AL Central, and we want to continue to build on that. We're going against the AL West leaders right now, which would be the Seattle Mariners. And I'm really not too much a fan of their bats. They get a couple hits. Yes, they do pretty good. But McKenzie, he does pretty good versus the AL West teams. Like I said, honestly, this is going to be a pretty good pitching game, I believe. But with Jose supposedly coming back, if he doesn't come back today, he will be back tomorrow. But even with him or without him, I believe the Guardians at home is a powerhouse. I mean, we're trying to build, and one thing I can see with them is they're taking it game for game, and they're playing with who's ever in the lineup. So it should be a pretty good one. And McKenzie should keep the Mariners bats, should keep them pretty down, man. They haven't been hot. They're pretty good at home, but right now they're playing in Cleveland. We got to go with the home team.
And it's a nice day today.
Beautiful day. Now my second pick for my parlay. It is going. Sorry about that. My third pick for this parlay is going to be the Baltimore Orioles over the New York Yankees. Now, this is very, very good one. And man, oh man, my Yankees, man. But I go with what I see, and I go with the facts, and I try not to lead with the heart, and I try to go with the head. And what I see is these Baltimore Orioles, man, oh man, can they hit that ball? Along with the Yankees have been producing. If you look at the records, they're both tied in the loss column at 24. The Yankees have 3 more wins. They are at 50 wins, and the Baltimore Orioles are at 47. But this is a battle right here for the East. And the way it's been looking, both bullpens have been kind of rocky. Mostly the Yankees bullpen has been pretty good, so I can back that up. Yankees bullpen has been pretty good, and the Orioles bullpen has been kind of rocky. But those bats, oh man, are those bats going? Like I said, the Yankees have been hitting as well. The records are close. They're pretty much even. But when it all comes down to it, I'm really going to go more with the hotter bats, and I'm going to go more with the team who have produced versus these pitchers. If you go down the history, Cortez is not that well, does not do that well versus the Baltimore Orioles. So I'm banking that he will give up a couple runs today. Really, I'm banking that he will be the reason that the Baltimore Orioles get this win. Suarez, he's pretty good right now. He's undefeated. He has a 1.6 ERA, and he's pretty solid at the strikeouts. He's pretty good versus Judge. I feel if that's one of the main people you got to be good versus Judge and Soto. Those are the guys who have the Yankees bats going right now, and he's pretty good versus those two. As well with LeMahieu. LeMahieu's starting to pick it up too. So like I said, man, these bats, and when it comes down to it, man, it's all about these bats. Yes, the pitchers, but these bats, and I think the Orioles got it. Man, they're looking to get some more payback from the Yankees. The Yankees have started off this season pretty good, but the last couple games they have been in some battles. So I'm really banking on this Orioles game. I'm really banking that the Orioles will come and they will play. Really, Suarez, I believe he will keep their bats down. Of course, like I said, the bats. So you only can do so much. Yes, some runs will be scored, but the Orioles will score more. And last but not least, on this parlay is the Toronto Blue Jays over the Boston Red Sox. Now, this is going to be another one. This is another AL East battle, and they're trying to fight. They know that Baltimore and the Yankees are over 10 games ahead of them in the loss column, and they have to fight. So this one right here is going to be a real tough battle. Also, Bassett, his last outing was not that good, but one thing I can say about him, he's the bounce back pitcher. And he's playing at home. He's playing against the Red Sox, a team that he does pretty well against, especially versus their best batters. So that's the main thing in these divisional rivals. You gotta spot the hot hitters, and you gotta spot how the pitchers do versus these guys. And honestly, he does pretty well versus all these Boston Red Sox batters. So I'm really banking on that. And also I kind of like the way that their bats have been coming around. They have not been scoring well. Very disappointed in Toronto so far this year. But they are starting to pick it up. We have just about reached the halfway point of the season, just about, and we're getting close to it. So we're starting to kind of see what teams are really becoming and what teams are really not. And I think Toronto is going to start to fight. As you can see, if you really look at it, they have been winning a lot, winning their last couple 10 games. They have been on the winning side. And as well with Boston, so I'm really feeling this one, and I'm really taking on the Blue Jays at the house, and I'm believing it.
Sounds like a winner, my boy. As you was talking, I put the picks in on the app. Got the Reds at the money, Guardians at the money, Baltimore Orioles at the money, and the Blue Jays at the money. All right, it's coming back to plus 1325 on the parlay. 10 bring back a hot little 142. It sounds like a good. All right, John Quill Jones is in for a big game. Brown Stewart is in for a big game. I expect him to play a little slow pace, bump and run game. All right, so let's see if that shit cash is also under 169.5. All right. That's the day 2. So we're going to try to double up day 1 and day 2 today. Starting with $10, we're going to flip that 10 to 20. Then day 2, we're going to flip that 20 to 40. And we're going to go on tomorrow to day 3. All right, so let's have us a successful day. I hope y'all enjoyed the show today with my special guest, Cook, a.k.a. the chef. Thank you, my brother, for coming on, son, to giving out your plays. Just if you can, one more time, if you don't mind, sir, recapping your personal 4-pick parlay and your personal 1-pick for the people, and I'll get us out of here.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me. Thank you. So my 1 pick is the Cubs San Francisco game at 8:05 Eastern, under 8.5 runs. 8.5 runs. I dropped it a point. You can take it 9.5 for Vegas. Get the win. For my 4 pick, I have the Cincinnati Reds money line at 640. I have the Cleveland Guardians money line at 640. I have the Baltimore Orioles money line at 705. And I have the Blue Jays money line at 707. Those are my 4-pick parlay. Let's get this money.
Let's get this money, man. I appreciate you, man. Like I said, my boy from the land, he really don't miss. He knows his shit when it comes to MLB. It was a pleasure having him on. I hope I can have him back again soon. Anything y'all miss, make sure you can go ahead and rewind this old video up and catch them play. Today is gonna be a good day, alongside being a Taco Tuesday. We out of here.